Good morning, guys. Okay, so today we're going to be in Jacob 7. And before we get into it, I'm going to tell you a little story. Just a little story from my family. So, we've been watching those Book of Mormon videos, and man, a couple of months ago, we watched this one about Jacob 7 and Sherem when he tries to convince Jacob that Christ is not real and that he's not coming. You should know the story if you've read the chapter. But what happens is Sherem denies Jesus Christ, and then he ends up dying. And the other day, my 5-year-old, her name's Molly, she was mad about something, and she said, "Jesus is not real." And I was like, "Oh, great. Yes, he is." Anyway, but my 9-year-old daughter was really upset by it. And a couple days later, she came down to me when we were watching a movie and said, "I need to talk to you." And so I went up to her room and she started crying and she said, "I'm really scared and I've been praying a lot and I'm scared that Molly's going to die." And I was like, "Why would Molly die?" And she said, "Because she doesn't believe in Jesus." I was like, "Well, Molly was just mad and she said things that she didn't mean." But I was like, "Why do you think that she's going to die because she doesn't believe in Jesus?" And she said, "Because that bad guy said he didn't believe in Jesus and then he died." So this story is just so tender because she was so concerned about her sister, and we do Come Follow Me every day. So I assured her that we try to teach her that Jesus is real, and she was just upset and that he is real. But anyway, you guys know this story. Sherem, he comes in and he's trying to teach the people that there is no Christ. And so what I want you to do is you're going to read Jacob chapter 7. And I want you to go in verses 2 through 4 and 6 through 7 and highlight what Sherem tried to do to shake Jacob's faith. Okay? And as a bonus, I want you to see if you can find, do you guys remember the spider and the fly lesson? See if you can see a tactic that Sherem uses and use a cross-reference by that verse. So it was in 2nd Nephi, the spider and the fly lesson. See if you can figure out what Sherem used that Nephi would say that the devil would use to tempt us. Now I want you to go next into verse 5 and then 8 through 14. And it shows us how Jacob responded when his faith was challenged by Sherem. Jacob said, "I could not be shaken." So I want you to make a list. Get a piece of paper and make a list. At the top of the list, you're going to write, when Jacob's faith was challenged, he chose to, and then list out the things that he chose to do. So again, it's verses 5 and then 8 through 14. I want you to take a picture of your list, and I'm going to give you my phone number, and I want you to text me the list that you came up with of how Jacob could not be shaken and what he did when his faith was challenged. And I also want you guys to commit today to follow Jacob's example when someone or something challenges your faith. Commit that you will not be shaken and that you will remain true and faithful to the gospel of Jesus Christ. I am so grateful to be able to teach you guys about this, and I'm so grateful for the gospel. And I have a testimony, and I feel like I can say, like Jacob, that I will not be shaken. And I do this because I try to follow Jacob's example, and I hope that you will too. You guys have a great day.